How goes the night, boy? 'Tis past 12 by my reckoning. What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king is in bed. I dreamt last night of the 3 weird sisters. To you they have shown some truth. Think not of them yet. We can entreat an hour to serve, if you would grant the time. At your kindest leisure. Go now, rest. Thou shalt lack sufficient energy to last the morrow if thou does not. Indeed, I should do the same, for I do feel the strain of the day pressing on me. I could, with ease, collapse hither and rest a while, but I have a task to... What is this dagger that I see in my hand? Is it real, or a dagger of the mind, a false creation? There is blood. No, this cannot be real, but an evil vision from the scepticism of the murder of the king. Alas, that is my lady's signal that the chamberlains are at rest. I know what it is that I must do. That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. The king's door is open ajar. Macbeth must be within. I have done the deed. I hath greatly sinned, and I need God's forgiveness, but I cannot force myself to utter any words of sorrow, even while I feel them. These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad. Now leave. Thou hast a task to do, to smear the chamberlains with the blood of the king. I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again I dare not. Thou art a coward. Pass the knife. I'll do the task if thou cannot. Whence is that knocking? Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hands? My hands are of your colour, but I shame to wear a heart so white. Now let us depart. A little water clears us of this deed.
Here's a knocking indeed. It is as if I am the keeper of the gates of hell. Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time, have napkins enough about you. He'll sweat for it. Ha ha ha.
Why dost thou remain awake, friend? Hast thou not a bed to lie in?
Indeed, good sir, I have a bed, barely worn if I do admit, but it is not unwillingness to sleep that keeps me awake. I was drinking until 3 o'clock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Drink, my lord, turns one's nose red, sends them to sleep, and causes them to urinate.
Good morrow, noble sir. Good morrow both. Is the king awake, worthy Thane? Not yet. He did command me to wake him, and I have almost missed the hour at which to do it. His door is not far, if thou wouldst still seek to go to it. This night hath so far been truly foul to the ear. There hath been winds wailing as if they were in pain, and a great storm I have heard. Indeed, 'twas a rough night. Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee. What's the matter? What hath happened? A murderer hath broken to the castle, and hath stolen the life from the king. What art thou saying? Look thyself, I shall not speak of this any further. What's the business? Such commotion as this should not happen at this hour. This news is truly foul, and I fear thou would fall dead upon hearing it. Oh, Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered. Alas, in our house? Terrible news, no matter of the location. Alas, the king is dead. What is amiss? The very source of the king's blood is stopped. Your royal father's murdered. By whom? The chamberlains were draped in blood, and so were the daggers that were discovered upon their pillows. They murdered the king. But they are no more. The very second I laid eyes upon the gruesome scene, I felt my love for Duncan mixed with my hatred for his murder, and so I grabbed the bloody knife, and killed the chamberlains. Oh, such tragic news! A court shall be held tomorrow to discuss this murder. I fear we are no longer safe hither. Indeed, all these murders so tightly packed upon each other, first our father, then the chamberlains, it does not seem natural, and I expect that the real murderer is still among us and wishes to kill us next, for we lie next upon the throne of this country, and if it is that which the killer desires, then we must leave hastily. Thou art correct, brother. I shall travel south to England, and I shall travel to Ireland. Last night's happenings seem truly dreadful. I have seen many tragedies in my 70 years of life, yet the events of last night, while I did not witness it myself, make all else seem little more than a joke. Indeed, most of yesterday's occurrences seem somewhat odd. Wonderful news upon an hour of sorrow! Macbeth shall be crowned the new king with the death of the old and the departure of his heirs. I am to travel to Scone to witness his crowning. I shall go with thee and see him crowned. Is there any more that thou mayst speak of regarding the deceased king? It hath been said that the chamberlains were most likely hired to kill the king, so the true killer is yet possibly alive. Malcolm and Donalbain may have been behind the plot, for they have both fled the country. We believe that they wanted to hasten their ascent into kingship.